right. It's a cold, chilly, windy day. We were riding. I'm starting this kind of in the middle of this ride. It's Sunday, like 3:30 p.m. We're heading to the Bike Film Festival over at Spin. It's like a ping pong lounge at 23rd Street. The people you see in front of me are the cyclists who are biking there. And so me and my wife, who's over there in the cargo bike up ahead, joined up with this little group ride. We're biking over to 23rd Street, East 23rd, coming down the westside greenway here. There on the left is Chelsea, Manhattan organizer for transportation alternatives. And yeah, so I figured I'd include this. It's super windy, so you probably can't hear very much. It's a little intense. To be honest, I probably wouldn't have ridden. I'm doing my... Let's see if Chelsea wants... Chelsea, you want to be... Chelsea, you want to be interviewed? I restarted it. So this is our episode. We just passed a couple of Santa Clauses, bike Santa Clauses. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. And I think the biggest thing is the wind. We have gusts of like 26 miles per hour, 15 mile an hour regular wind. And here we are on there's the Intrepid over there on the right, around 42nd Street here, 44th Street. And we're getting hit with a lot of wind coming off the water here. Oh man. So it's actually not bad when it's not windy, but it's pretty intense. It is windy. I guess we're all going through this red light. Okay. No one's there anything. Yeah, we're going to a film festival. With some interesting, I think there's going to be performances like I was watching some of these people on Instagram last night. People they have, a couple of these performances are like bike performances. So they're like, I think of the movie Rad from, I don't know, mid 80s, which I grew up with, and I like love that. BMX bike movie, really cheesy, but kind of the middle or the end of it was actually Aunt Becky was in it. Lori, what's her name? Who's in jail right now for the admission scandal. But anyway, she's in this movie called Rad with this other guy who I never really did anything, I don't think, after the movie. But in any case, they're both like BMX, like freelancers. They're freelance BMXers. No, they're like freestyle people who can like do cool tricks and stuff on their bikes. And so I think that's what we're gonna see in this show, or one of these performances. Here we are, stopped at a light here. It's so windy, I basically can't hear anything that anybody's saying. So it's very hard to have conversations. People are smart. They have like things for their faces to protect their faces from the wind. Whoa, look at this thing. Holy crap. That guy is definitely doing like 30 miles an hour. Wow. It's crazy. I'm on a city bike here, so that's why I'm sort of pulling up the rear. And up slow. I'm hitting a hot like 7 miles an hour right now. Blazing. Always kind kind of fun, right? Like I'm always taking these rides during work days, rush hour, you know, normal working hours. So this is like, so what I'm always seeing is the normal commuting hour rides, and what these paths are like during, you know, normal like commuting hours, which are pretty, you know, they're pretty busy. But here it's kind of an interesting time. It's Sunday, it's the winter, sort of, I mean, you can tell it's already getting dark out. Oh my crap, look at that sky. It's like 3:40 maybe, something like that. It's already dark out. I mean, it's supposed to get dark at like 4:30, it's sundown, but it's, you know, it's pretty gray, not gonna lie. But it's fun to sort of see these paths, get a feel for them during odd hours, or not odd hours, but, you know, like weekend hours. Take trips out here, see what's going on. You know, it's kind of like a different vibe, different people using it. Obviously, more tourists, more you know, visitors, who are just sort of casually going around on the weekend. They're not the commuters. And now my feet are cold. This isn't too bad. I'm not that cold. My feet are a little chilly. Here we're passing the fumes from the helicopter blade. Mercedes. Important people. Nothing says that you're important more than the need to take a helicopter like 5 minutes somewhere and pay like hundreds of dollars to do it. Or to take your own helicopter because you own it. You must be important. I like these zebra stripes that go straight into concrete. That's very nice placement of concrete barriers. So I'm not sure where we're going exactly. I think we're going to go down 26th Street, but we might take a different route. I don't know. Oh boy, but if we're making a left, then we should probably go. Let's see. Oh, we are turning here. You got it, honey. Nope, you don't got it. Back it up. You definitely could have made it.
No, I mean, these ballards are...
This is the stupidest design ever.
Clearly.
No, it's impossible to clear it at an angle. That's what's so crappy about it. Like, this should be in. Well, really, they shouldn't have them. They should have them out there or something. They shouldn't have it where you have to, like, line up. But you guys already know. So now we wait 2 minutes for the highway. You want to back up a little bit? Just saying, you know. Oh. Hey, how you doing? How you holding up? You're on camera.
Tips and toes are always the first. I've got very confident.
Now, you probably want to go in the street because this crap is always blocked. Oh no, it's not blocked. Okay, but you like look up ahead. You see there's like a van up there. It's like perpendicular. So here we are on the 26th Street, eastbound protected bike lane. You can see large chunks of it are not protected at all. They're just this like dotted line with some arrows next to these loading zones where they just basically completely block everything. So it's not really much of any protected bike lane. It's like protected until it's not protected. And like until you don't feel like protecting it. But each block that you go down, it gets a little bit nicer. It's just a touch. This is like a little gutter here, some garbage and crap. Gotta go in single file here, even though you can park on both sides and you have a, you know, a driving lane in the middle here. Share the road. Share the road.
Right by the art exhibit, but I'd like to stop with you. If you want, I can meet you at the thing.
Whatever.
So I
Yeah.
think we're gonna see it.
Oh yeah. Do your thing.
You wanna come?
I could come. The bike just got spotted. That couple just pointed out. That's the bike we're gonna get when we have babies. I think she said. So here it's a little bit nicer, a little bit better. Uh, 10 seconds on the counter here. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Chelsea, aggressive move there.
Oh no, it's on 23rd. Never mind. We're not gonna go by it. I'll go another day.
Well, we're going to 23rd.
Yeah, but maybe not before we can cross.
They're not moving. There's little icicles here. Oh. Is your...
There's a place that makes like healthy meals from scratch for schools around the city, so I go like above the belt there. So yeah, and we live on a public street on the west side, so I walk to work and like just walking all the way over to work. I never have one on that street, so it's really nice. So what do you do? Where do you put it?
All right.
You're the best. Thank you so much. We always have to make nice.
Can we make it? I think we can make it. And that is how, when one or two drivers fail to yield at the intersection we were coming off of. We actually did have the right of way. We should have cleared the whole intersection. Can have ripple effects, right? Now, perhaps we should have just stopped, but then us coming through a light that is timed for drivers, which doesn't really give cyclists enough time to clear, then gets us to the other side, like right as there's a walk signal turning walk signal for all those pedestrians. And so now you pit a couple of cyclists against pedestrians who are trying to cross, who rightly have the right of way, right, or correctly. And then here you've got this driver blocking the lane, ERD 7204.
Cars. Oh, cars. So wait, who are you talking to, Joe?
I'm talking to myself. Have you watched any of my episodes? You know, this is episode... I record, I guess I'll explain it while I'm on this GoPro. This is episode 54.
Welcome to episode 54.
I basically film my rides and then I just talk the whole time about how bad the infrastructure is and how we can improve it, and I'll narrate what I see. Like I was explaining how that intersection, we got a bunch of cars that failed, drivers that failed to yield, and that had a rippling effect because we then cleared the intersection, but then we were confronted by pedestrians who technically had the right of way.
See, if we had
but all because the drivers didn't yield.
across 26th Street, a pedestrian island,
Yeah.
they would not have had that conflict if they would have been able to cross the street already.
Or if we just got rid of all this shit. or a dedicated interval for cyclists, you know?
So who watches?
So that's a good question. Let's call it, it's therapy for myself. It's not really about views. Let's not focus on that. Not a lot of people. This is, yeah, so I record them. Yeah. That woman just said, who's dumb enough to ride a bike? New York. I also like to narrate what I'm hearing, you know? And I mean, if I get my microphone in, like, set up a little bit better, then I can do better interviews. Like have like real,
yeah,
you know, because the microphone's not that great.
Yeah. What I thought, like, if for some reason there's some like anthropological need to look back on this time in cycling infrastructure in New York, I can like use.
Oh, there's a lot of video. It's a lot of uncut video.
Anthropological wreck, like.
That's it. It's true. YouTube is just saving all of my artifacts.
Oh my God. We're gonna make some graduates.
That's really. This is the only light cyclists get because there is no green light and there's no dedicated thing. So this is that was a really good example. You can see there's a walk signal there across on 25th Street, but at the same time there's a walk signal this way, forcing a situation where pedestrians are walking and they have the right of way, but at the same time cyclists have to go across the street to get into this bike lane, but don't, and they also have the right of way because they have to cross at a walk signal because there's technically no green light, because there's actually no the car lane is actually one way in the other direction, so there's no you know, there's no signal for. Oh, this is gonna be funky. So we're all making a left turn here. This is a great example of really terrible design. There's no infrastructure. There's nothing that tells you how a cyclist should turn. And now we're riding in a street with no bike lane. Unclear if we should be in the bus lane, which we probably should be, or in this lane. Oh, or if we're just sort of stopping here. I think it's up ahead. Oh. Oops. You all right?
Yeah, this really.
Oh, funky. Don't go. Don't. That's rough. All right. So this like could be really nice if they made 23rd Street well, if they cleaned up a little bit of this the roadway here, so they didn't have these giant potholes and crap. Oh, here we are. We are at Spin. Thanks for watching.
Nice.
This is how I sign off. It's my sign off, Kelsey. Like and subscribe. And I'm gonna sign off here. Thanks for watching.